Look closely. Two creatures separated by millions of years of evolution. A deer on the savannah, sensing a predator in the shadows. A trader in a home office, watching a position turn against him. The deer's heart pounds, its body floods with adrenaline. Every instinct screams, "Run!" The trader's heart pounds, his body floods with adrenaline. Every instinct screams, "Sell!" The deer bolts, escaping the lion, and lives to see another day. Its brain's ancient wiring was a masterpiece of survival. The trader hits sell, liquidating his position at the absolute bottom of the dip, only to watch the market reverse moments later. His brain's ancient wiring, the very same masterpiece of survival, has just led him to financial ruin. What if I told you that you are not failing as a trader because you are bad at math? What if you are failing because you are too human? What if I told you that the complex, brilliant, 100,000-year-old brain inside your skull, the very organ that built civilizations, composed symphonies, and unlocked the secrets of the universe, is by its very nature designed to lose in the modern financial market? This is not a metaphor. This is a neurological fact. Welcome to part 1 of our deep dive into the neuroscience of bad decisions. Today, we are not talking about strategies or indicators. We are talking about the great mismatch, the fundamental unwinnable conflict between your primal operating system and the 21st century digital battlefield we call the market.
To understand why you panic sell, chase trades, and self-sabotage, you first need to understand that you don't just have one brain, you have two. Think of it as the old brain and the new brain. The old brain is the part you identify with. This is your prefrontal cortex, or PFC. It sits right behind your forehead. It is the CEO of your mind. It's logical, analytical, and slow. It's the part that reads trading books, develops strategies, and calculates risk to reward. It is the part that knows you shouldn't risk more than 1% per trade. It is the voice of reason. But buried deep beneath this sophisticated CEO lies the old brain. This is your limbic system, and its most critical component is a tiny almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. The amygdala is not your CEO. It is your panic button. This is the brain of your ancient ancestors. Its last software update was on the African savanna, tens of thousands of years ago. It doesn't understand stock charts. It doesn't know what quantitative easing is. It knows one thing: survival. Its job is not to make you rich. Its job is to keep you alive. And it operates with just two settings: fight or flight. This primal OS is incredibly fast, while your logical PFC is still booting up, analyzing data, and asking, "What does this mean?" The amygdala has already seen a threat and is screaming, "Get out now." For your ancestor, this system was perfect. If you heard a rustle in the grass, you didn't think, you didn't analyze, you didn't stop to consider if it was a lion or just the wind. If you stopped to analyze, you were eaten. The ancestors who survived, the ones who passed their genes down to you, were the ones who reacted first and thought later. You are the direct descendant of the most paranoid, most anxious, most reactive members of your species. Their fear is your inheritance.
Their panic button is now your panic button. And this is where the great mismatch begins. Before we dissect the 3 fatal mismatches in your brain's code, a quick question. Do you feel that conflict, that pull between logic and impulse? If this is already resonating with you on a deep level, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. This 3-part series could fundamentally change the way you trade. You don't want to miss what's coming next.
The financial market is not the savannah. It is a completely alien environment that our brain has zero evolutionary preparation for. In fact, it's the opposite of the savannah. Mismatch number 1, the nature of risk. On the savannah, risk is immediate, physical, and total. The lion doesn't take 1% of your equity, it takes 100%. Your amygdala is built to respond to 100% threats. In the market, risk is supposed to be managed, statistical, and partial. A good trader accepts small, manageable losses, but your brain cannot tell the difference. When you see a red candle plunge, your amygdala doesn't see a 1% paper loss. It sees a lion. It sees a threat to survival. It mashes the panic button, floods your system with cortisol, and seizes control from the logical PFC. You know you should hold, you know it's just a pullback, but your primal brain is screaming, "Run!" So you sell. Mismatch number 2, the need for speed. On the savannah, speed is life. He who hesitates is lost. In the market, speed is death. The trader who reacts impulsively, who jumps in or gets out based on a gut feeling, is the one who consistently loses. The market demands patience. It demands that you sit and wait for your logical PFC to confirm that a setup matches your plan. But to your old brain, sitting and waiting while the tribe, other traders on Twitter, is feasting, FOMO, feels like starvation. It feels wrong. Mismatch number 3, the reward system. Our brain is wired for immediate gratification. Hunt, eat, survive. Find berries, get an immediate dopamine hit. This is how our ancestors were motivated to stay alive. The market requires the exact opposite, delayed gratification. You must do the hard work now for a potential reward later. You must hold a winning trade for days or weeks, fighting the constant urge from your old brain to take the berries now, close the trade for a small profit. This creates an intense internal conflict. Your logical brain wants the 10-to-1 winner. Your primal brain just wants a quick small snack to relieve the tension. Your primal brain almost always wins. So, let's put it all together. Let's see the hijack in action, millisecond by millisecond. You are in a trade. It's going well. Suddenly, a block of red appears. The price drops fast. Millisecond 1, your eyes see the red candle. Millisecond 10, the signal hits your thalamus, the brain's relay station. Millisecond 12, the thalamus does something critical. It splits the signal. It sends a low road, fast and dirty signal directly to the amygdala, the panic button. Millisecond 100, your body is now flooded with cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate spikes, your palms sweat, your pupils dilate. You are now biologically in fight or flight mode. It's only at millisecond 500, a full half-second later, that the high road, detailed logical signal finally reaches your prefrontal cortex, the CEO. But by now, it's too late. The CEO is offline. The amygdala has cut the power. You can no longer access your trading plan. You cannot analyze the chart objectively. You are no longer a trader. You are a cornered animal. And with your logical mind completely suffocated by a tidal wave of ancient chemicals, your finger moves and clicks sell. The threat passes, the cortisol recedes, the prefrontal cortex slowly, painfully comes back online. You look at the screen, you look at your exit. You just sold at the exact bottom. And that familiar, sickening feeling washes over you. Why did I do that? That wasn't my plan. It wasn't. It was the plan of a 100,000-year-old survivor trapped in a world it doesn't understand. It wasn't you who made that trade. It was your amygdala. You have just been hijacked by the ghost in your own machine.
We want to hear from you. Which part of this brain hijack felt most familiar? Was it the panic button response, or the feeling of your logical mind going offline? Drop a comment below and share your ghost in the machine story. Let's talk about it. You now understand the war room. In part 2, we go to the front lines. We will expose the 5 specific weapons your primal brain uses against you. The neurological trap of revenge trading, the herd mentality of FOMO, the paralyzing illusion of confirmation bias, the gambler's self-destruction, an arsenal of cognitive biases designed to systematically dismantle your account. Join us for part 2 as we unmask the enemy within.